welcome back to my biblical journey. We are coming on to Genesis 6. I have failed in the last promise I made, in the fact that I was going to do this more regularly than I had been. Had some very bad news to tackle this last week. As many of you that know me know my mum and sister, and that they've been having problems locating houses and Helen's health. This week it got a lot worse. Last week, sorry. Helen had another epileptic seizure, and it's left her with severe hallucinations, and a form of psychosis. Just 1 second, I've got to let the cat out. Where was I? So she's been having severe hallucinations and a form of psychosis. We still don't know what the results what the results of the scan will be on her brain. We know that she's had some brain damage. We just need to wait now to see the results of that. So I haven't really been in a great frame of mind, haven't really been able to put my all into the things that I want to be doing, which is this and another channel that I'm trying to get going. It's taken a lot more work than I thought it would, and I don't want to do it half-cocked, so I'm trying to get all the research for it done before I start it, because otherwise it's not going to work. So hopefully I can make good on my promise and do more videos. A small update that I had today is that Mum has been able to find a new home, which is one of the stresses that we've had. I would like to thank my extended family. My sort of second cousin, I think, from Australia has amazingly put up the money for my mum and sister for 6 months' rent, which has allowed them to get a property and has acted as a guarantor, and I cannot thank them enough. I don't know how to thank them enough. That's taken a huge stress off of Mum, especially with what's been going on with Helen as well. So one thing down, but guys, if I can have your prayers and thoughts for Helen, and to see her healthy again would be great. So after that slightly depressing start to the video, I will tackle Genesis 6. We are coming into the Noah Ark. The Noah's Ark. That wasn't what I was going for. The Ark with Noah. It doesn't matter how I say it, it's going to sound silly. Okay, so we're coming into Noah's Ark. Okay, so we'll just move on. Believe it or not, this is actually the second attempt that I've done to this video. The last one I attempted to do via the PC using my phone as a camera. I obviously didn't set it up right because I was trying to get the better sound, which I have a rather funky microphone to do that. But the sound was great on the video, but the video quality was terrible, and I don't know why, because the video quality when I actually do it from the phone is awesome. It's very bizarre. I don't think I can link I might be able to link this straight up to the phone, I'm not sure. We'll have to look into it. Okay, without further ado, Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and when daughters were born to them, that the sons of the mighty ones saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves from all whom they chose. Now I'm not sure who the sons of the mighty ones are. I believe that was the Nephilim, but I'm not sure. The Nephilim are, I believe, the children of angels and earthen women. So fallen angels took women and gave birth to the Nephilim. The Nephilim ranging from just very big humans to huge giants. And I guess when people sort of like hear this, it's making the stories from the Bible seem quite far-fetched, but there is, this is sort of like foretold in quite a few ancient texts, so I don't, it's not like it's a fiction novel that has then had like an offshoot. It's or a sequel. This is text. This is not. I don't even know how to describe it. This is the word, and it's very easy for us to dismiss things that we don't understand or things that we don't see in today's world. So if I say to you, yes, there were giants on the earth, people are going to go, don't be ridiculous, there would be evidence. Maybe there is, maybe it's buried, maybe it's somewhere that we just haven't found yet. If you think that we've covered every ounce of this earth, then you're wrong. So I will continue. I've got distracted straight away. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man in his going astray, for he is but flesh, and yet his days shall be 120 years. Now is that sort of saying that he was setting the average age of men to be 120 years, or there's 120 years of being astray? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how to decipher that. There were tyrants on the earth in those days, and also after that. The sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Okay, so this is the Nephilim. They were mighty men who existed of old, men of renown. Now some might take that as just like, oh, they were obviously very gifted men, and they did great things, but no, this is what I've said, the Nephilim, and there's an awful lot online and in text that you can read up on the Nephilim. It's intriguing stuff. It's heavy. In fact, what I'll do when I have the time, because I've got lots of it, I will do a side video of just about the Nephilim. It might take more than one. I've still got to do the Book of Enoch as a side video as well. I thought I would be coming along a little bit quick with these, but we'll get there. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord repented that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the crawling thing, and the fowl in the air, for I repent that I have made them. So whatever man was doing at the time, it was pretty bleak. I mean, we could say that things are pretty bleak in the world now, but I mean, it just sounds like it was, I don't know, just evil and greed and horrible stuff. Bit harsh taking it out on the animals, but obviously if we want to wipe the slate clean, then he wants to wipe the slate clean. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man and perfect in his generations, for Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted its way upon the earth. So all flesh had been corrupted. So, I mean, was this a time? I mean, we've said about the sons of God coming and taking human women. The sons of God, I'm assuming they are the angels. So these would be fallen angels. They obviously corrupted what was already there. We'd also got the evil from Cain, whatever had sprung forth from his generations going down. Just not a great time on the earth then. But God said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. With the earth. Now you hear a lot about that this was obviously leading to the flood with the ark and what have you. But there's an awful lot in history, sort of like hidden history as well. And it goes across the world. It's like ranging from Aztecs to ancient China and what have you. And that is mud floods. And if they're wording it like this as I will destroy them with the earth, maybe there's more to it than just the flood. And it was mud floods as well. It's quite possible. Make an ark of cypress timbers. You shall make rooms in the ark, and you shall pitch it inside and outside with pitch. And this is the way you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits. The breadth of it shall be 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Now, I looked this up yesterday. The cubit is apparently the tip of here to your finger up there. So that is 1 cubit. So it's from the elbow to the top of the finger. So that's a cubit. Now, for, what did we say? We said 300 cubits. It's approximately the length of an American football field plus another third of another one. So it's quite long. You shall make a window in the ark, and you shall finish it to a cubit from above, and you shall set the door of the ark in the side of it. You shall make it with lower, second, and third stories. And behold, I even I am bringing a flood of waters upon the earth in order to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life. From under heaven, everything which is upon the earth shall die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. And you shall bring into the ark 2 of every kind of every living thing of all flesh, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. 2 of every kind shall come to you to keep them alive, of fowls after their kind, and of animals after their kind, of every crawling thing of the earth after its kind. See, I'm glad that sort of like said, 2 of every kind shall come to you, because I was like thinking to myself, how is Noah and his family going to wrangle up every type of animal on the planet? I mean, not gonna happen. Also, yeah, obviously, I don't want to question the word of God, but obviously the writings, there are things that make you question, and you sort of like think, if there's only 2 of every kind of animal, I mean, some things breed like crazy, so by the end of the ark journey you're going to have a whole load of rabbits on that on that ship. I don't know. It's like how there were certain creatures in that could only be found on certain continents. So I'm not sure how that works. And also whether it was every human that was wiped out, maybe just every evil person. But like there was clearly people in other places on the earth. So yeah, I think we take it to a degree of the intent was there to wipe out the evil that had fallen into man's heart. I have skipped along and I have accidentally scrolled from where I was, but I will find it. Yes, and take for yourself all that is eaten as food, and you shall gather it for yourself, and it shall be for food for you and for them. Noah did so, according to all that God commanded him, so he did. And that's the end of Genesis 6. I should have just finished it rather than interrupting myself. I do that a lot. Okay, so Noah is building his ark, or he's going to build his ark. He's been told what he's going to be doing. I mean, I can only imagine that being exceptionally difficult. I mean, you imagine the pressure. I mean, it's pressure enough in everyday things, but imagine the pressure where God has come to you in a vision and said, this, and this, and you're responsible for repopulating the earth, basically. You, your wife, your kids and their wives, and here's a bunch of animals that you've got to look after and make sure they get off at the end of this ride, and so that they can breed and what have you. And the other aspect of this that I'm like throws me a tad is that if all animals were on the ark, all animals, then surely where the ark came to a stop, which I think was Mount Ararat, wasn't it? Surely animals of every kind would be located in and around the Turkey and the Middle East, but obviously they're not. So I think maybe within this vision that Noah had, it was telling him to gather all animals that were there, maybe. I don't. I'm. This is me just throwing thoughts out there. Obviously, you guys have your own thoughts. You're probably thinking, "My God, this guy just withers on." Yes, I do. But I will draw it to a close. Guys, thanks again. Once more, please, if you know my sister, if you don't know my sister, your thoughts and prayers would mean a lot. I truly believe that the more people that are praying for something, things can get better. So yeah, please, I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, where we will tackle Genesis 7, good night and God bless.